going on, guys? How are you, meatballs? Today I'm going to be talking to you about Cold War Zombies, and more specifically why I believe this is going to be the best Zombies game we've ever had, and it's because of the failure that Black Ops 4 Zombies was, mainly from a business standpoint, okay? And I don't care. I'm going to give you my opinion on BO4 Zombies right now, okay? I think it was a good game alone, but when compared to Black Ops 3 Zombies, it doesn't even sniff Black Ops 3 Zombies' ass. Basically, what that means is that compared to BO3, it was horrible. But that doesn't matter. My opinion doesn't matter. None of your opinions matter because, again, from a business standpoint, the game was in fact a failure. There's no arguing that. That's the way it is. That's the way it was. But that's actually a good thing because BO4 took the hit to make Cold War Zombies what it will be. Regardless if it is good or bad, we'll have to wait and see. But for the most part, it is looking phenomenal. And again, it is because of some of the issues that we had in BO4 Zombies. Just think about this for a second. If you fail in life, what's the most important thing? That you learn from that failure. You learn everything you did wrong, and you grow and you fix it. In a multi-billion-dollar industry, do you think at the very least they'd at least go back to their roots, go back to the thing that worked, and then grow from there? Well, yes, in a multi-billion-dollar industry, which Call of Duty is, and in the Activision bubble, they indeed are going back to their roots with Cold War Zombies, meaning going more back to the traditional BO3 style gameplay with some upgrades and updates. For example, although their classical perk system is back and the perks are on the map, they have their own life. Machine redesigns looks great. There are now perk upgrades. Now they haven't explained to us what those perk upgrades are, but my point is that in BO4 Zombies they learn that regardless of them trying to remove crutch perks or whatever they try to do with the perks alone, that didn't work out. The community as a whole hated it. Of course, some people are going to like certain things, or some people are going to like everything, but for the most part, as a whole, we collectively did not like the new perk system. So again, what Treyarch did was they brought back the classical perk system and just made it so that you can upgrade some perks. This way, for the most part, we're keeping the same core and building on the core opposed to changing the core, which BO4 Zombies did a lot of, and the execution was not there. That was the biggest issue with BO4 Zombies. They had a lot of great ideas, but the execution failed horribly in so many of those areas, and perks was a great example of that. Now, even moving on to weapon damage, and this still kind of, you can use double tap as a linker. Double tap did not exist in BO4 Zombies as a perk, and now let's then link this to the pack-a-punch system. To compensate for that in BO4 Zombies, they made it so that you have to pack-punch your weapon 5 times to get max damage, which, okay, it doesn't even sound good. It's terrible. Why? Well, basically the reasoning again was to remove double tap, no crutch perks. You didn't have to buy a perk and waste that perk slot. But again, they wound up having crutch perks anyways, and they saw that it didn't work. The community didn't like it, blah blah blah. But whatever. Now we're focusing on the pack-a-punch system. That in itself was also atrocious. So what do they do in Cold War Zombies? They modify the pack-a-punch system. We don't have exact details on how this pack-a-punch system works yet, but I believe they even went as far as modifying it from BO3, because what was one of the biggest issues in BO3 Zombies? You packed your weapon once. What was the thing you went for? You went for alternate ammo types, and whenever you wanted to get a specific alternate ammo type, I just did this on stream on Twitch. By the way, twitch.tv/joemat123. We stream Zombies every single night. You guys are killing it over there. But every time you go for an alternate ammo type, a specific one you want, you don't get it. Like, for example, I wanted Dead Wire. I spent 30,000 points and I didn't get it. Now, the chances of that happening are very low, but stuff like that could happen. And with Cold War Zombies, it seems like with the perk Elemental Pop, I have a whole other video explaining what that is, but it's seeming like, and by the way, it should be in a card somewhere on the screen or also down below in the Cold War Zombies playlist, but it's seeming like that they are fixing some of those issues. So they have Elemental Pop to presumably solve the AAT issue. We'll have to wait and see on that. And considering that, this means that the pack-a-punch system will not give you AATs and will in fact just be used to upgrade your weapon, meaning it's more so, and again, there may be different layers to it with the new weapon rarities and stuff like that, but it means that it's going to be a more not only traditional pack-a-punch system, but more so upgraded pack-a-punch system to the extent of even IW Zombies. IW Zombies did a lot right. I know a lot of people don't like it, but IW Zombies was a phenomenal game, at least in my opinion, and regardless, I think that we can agree that eliminating the RNG and alternate ammo types from the pack-a-punch is a good thing, regardless of how Elemental Pop works out. I think removing the AATs being random from the PAT machine, that was a good thing. And then just in terms of upgrading your weapon. In IW Zombies, you packed your weapon once, pulled it out, it was powerful, very powerful. You packed it again through the double pack-a-punch with the alien fuses in there, right? That made your weapon an absolute unit. And in Black Ops Cold War Zombies, we don't know how many times you're going to be able to pack a bunch of guns yet and stuff like that, but we can only assume, again, especially if you're seeing elemental pop, that you're going to only be upgrading your weapon for weapon damage, similar to BO4 Zombies, but we can also assume that it's not exactly the same as BO4 Zombies, because as I said, that was a massive failure. People didn't like that, and in Cold War Zombies, at least not yet, there's no presence of double tap, although there may be. There's some stuff in leaks saying that it may be, but it's on the fence, just like Electric Cherry, so we'll have to wait and see. But that's not my point. They also introduced, staying on the pack-a-punch system, but also mentioning something else at the same time because they're linked. There's a new weapon rarity system in Cold War Zombies, and basically the higher the rarity, the more powerful your weapon is. And again, I talked about this in another video where we discussed the starting weapons in Cold War Zombies and why you shouldn't worry about spawning in with an AR and SMG, because it's essentially the same thing as spawning in with a 1911 if you look at it from a weapon rarity standpoint. So going into Cold War Zombies, you're most likely only going to be trying to use the weapons of the highest rarity, which are already extremely powerful, and then pack-a-punching those weapons. Who knows, maybe pack-a-punching will up your rarity to some way. Again, we have no clue how that works yet, but pack-a-punching is going to be different because of the weapon rarity system. So double tap, in a sense, will be removed from this game, or it could still be in this game. We still don't know yet. But even if it's not, it still makes sense to do it this way because we have, again, that weapon rarity. So just say there's the gold weapon level, that's the highest level. That weapon's already extremely powerful. Then when we shove it in Pack-a-Punch, it becomes even more powerful. And again, assuming from BO4 Zombies they're not going to carry over the same amount of Pack-a-Punches from BO3, or in Cold War Zombies, they're not going to carry over the same amount of pack-punches from BO4, meaning 5 times to get the max damage on your weapon. That's a good thing. In Black Ops Cold War Zombies, we have the weapon rarities, which automatically, if you have a weapon of high rarity, makes your gun really good. Then you shove it in pack, that makes the weapon even more powerful. And then if you want AATs, you have the elemental pop perk. And in Cold War Zombies is another thing never done in a Treyarch Zombies game before. Not only can you have more than 4 perks, or any Zombies game for that matter, official Zombies game, not only could you have more than 4 perks, IW allowed you to get 5, you have unlimited perks in this game, meaning that every perk on the map you can get and eventually upgrade to its different levels to get. Maybe, for example, we don't know yet, maybe Jug will upgrade to PhD. Again, we don't know how perk upgrades work yet, and there's a lot of gray area on certain things, but there you go. From perks to pack-a-punch to double tap, again, we still don't know if that's in the game. It definitely may be. It's seeming like that they have already improved on BO4 Zombies. The classic perk system is back, but upgraded instead of completely changed. The pack-a-punch system has been, we don't know if it's been reverted. It's been revised again. That has already been confirmed that it's been revised again. We don't know to what capacity. AATs, or AAT RNG seems to be modified from BO3 and BO4 Zombies to Elemental Pop, which again goes along with the perks and stuff like that. That's great. Now in terms of drops, in Black Ops 4 Zombies, there was one drop in specific. I'm not sure if I mentioned it at the beginning of the video, but it's Carpenter. That may be the best drop in the game, because in Black Ops 4 Zombies, the shield is very powerful. It's extremely weak, but it's also extremely powerful. So if you want to go ahead and use your shield a lot more than usual, you can definitely do that. And then if your shield's about to break, all you have to do is have a Carpenter, which is a gray, it's like one of the lowest rarity elixirs on you, pop it, and you get a fresh shield. A literal classic elixir, or not classic, the first level of mega elixirs in the game was one of the best elixirs in the game because it gave you a Carpenter drop, which not boarded off the zombies from coming in. That's irrelevant. That's why the drop was trash in BO3 Zombies, because it slowed down your game. But in fact, it gave you incentive to pick it up because it repaired that shield. It repaired something that was extremely important to you in Zombies, especially since there was a perk in the game that revolved all around the shield, Victorious Tortoise. So pairing that along with the Carpenter drop, the Carpenter drop became very, very valuable. Like, I'd rather have a Carpenter drop than a double points or an insta-kill, just because the shield in BO4 Zombies you have to pay to rebuild, which is another thing that I hope they build on in Cold War Zombies, at least cap it out at 5k instead of 10. Or, I mean, the perk system is also another thing we have to, or sorry, not perk, the point system is another thing that we have to hear about, see how that is that in BO4 Zombies form? Again, going along with the theme of this video, presumably not, because in BO4 Zombies it was trash, nobody liked that. And again, maybe if they did that, maybe paying 10k for a new shield at the max amount of breaks, that's not that big of an issue, but I'm digressing into a whole bunch of different issues. You can go down the Black Ops 4 loophole all day. But again, just bringing it back to the drops, the Carpenter drop change was one of the best additions to Black Ops 4 Zombies, and I know that's not saying a lot, but I sincerely hope that it makes its way back into Cold War Zombies, as that was a great addition that BO4 Zombies had, that making its way into Cold War Zombies with the shield would be awesome. And then in another area that we already know for 100% for a fact that Cold War Zombies improves on that no other game has had is survival, or just exfil in general. I was going to say survival exfil. Exfil in Cold War Zombies allows you to leave the game. It allows you to exit. It makes everything way harder. It dials up the zombies to 11, presumably meaning that there's just going to be shit tons of zombies coming at you over and over and over again, and it's going to be nuts. It's going to be chaotic. But you're going to be able to escape the game and kind of win the game. That's kind of like how... Whoa. Why is the lighting going through my finger? But you're going to be able to kind of like win the game. And that's really awesome. We never had that in Zombies before. I kind of saw this at first and I was like, ew, a winner's trophy or a loser's trophy, right? You're taking the loser's way out and you're kind of giving yourself in. But then I thought about it, that's not exactly what this is at all. They're giving you an opportunity to actually win zombies, and you have to earn it. They dial the zombie spawns all the way up. You're fighting shit tons of zombies, and this is basically your get out of jail free card. Say you gotta leave. Say you have like 10-15 minutes left to play zombies. Regardless of what you're doing, you can do whatever the hell you have to do at exfil, and that's it. You're done. Your zombies game is over. You technically win, but you have to go through a decent chunk of zombies and crap thrown at you in order to actually exit the game. And this is something that's awesome because, again, we've never had anything like this in Zombies. The only thing that existed like this in Zombies that ended your game was either you dying or you completing the Easter eggs in BO4, which was the most annoying thing ever. They need to bring back... Speaking of that, I didn't even think of what is wrong with me. I didn't even think about that. They need to bring that back. In BO3 Zombies, if you completed something like the Horizon Track Easter egg, really every Easter egg aside from Revelations, because that was the end, when you completed an Easter egg, you can keep playing. BO4 Zombies took that concept and it failed that. It failed in that area once again. And again, this is the reason why I will keep circling back to it. Black Ops 4 Zombies failed in so many areas, and Black Ops 3 Zombies directly had a success in that area where they can just literally flip a switch right back and we're good. It's not even like BO4 Zombies is a brand new game and they have to go, oh no, our brand new game sucked. Like almost like Fortnite Battle Royale. Like think about Fortnite. If it came out and it sucked, like they'd be like, oh my god, what do we do now? You know what I mean? But no, it was really good and they kind of worked on that. In BO4 Zombies case, it was, you know, that kind of, in the example of the Easter egg, or you can really think of any context, there were some really good things in Black Ops 3 Zombies that was really good, and then in BO4 Zombies it sucked. But again, they're not starting from scratch. This isn't a brand new thing. BO4 Zombies isn't a brand new thing. It may have introduced some new concepts. It may have tried to reintroduce older systems like the perk system and make it its own unique thing. But it's not like it's the first of its kind. It's not like that this was BO1 or World at War Zombies. They can just flip a switch, go right back. They did it with the perk system. They're with weapons. They're also making them more powerful. According to Craig Houston, every weapon has the opportunity to be an uber weapon as well. So every weapon has the opportunity to be extremely powerful. They're bringing Zombies back to its roots, which when you take a step back and look at it, that just means it's going to be a lot of fun and that you're going to be able to slay down zombies. It's not going to be like BO4 Zombies, and I respect that some people hold the opinion that they like BO4 Zombies a little bit better because it's more challenging. You don't just keep shooting. You don't sit in a corner with a black hole gun over and over and over again. I respect that. But for the most part, in BO3 Zombies, all the weapons were extremely powerful, which for me and a lot of other people is really satisfying. And the wonder weapons were so overpowered, which allowed us to get to higher rounds without the need to train up for hours upon hours upon hours. You had different ways to play BO3 Zombies opposed to BO4 Zombies, where it just feels like one grind fest no matter what you're doing. And again, I know I only give you a few examples of ways BO4 Zombies failed, really perks and pack-a-punch and the non-existence of double tap, and really one area that succeeded, or two areas that is succeeded. I can't say words, I guess it's 3 a.m. so that makes sense, but the Carpenter drop, the shield repairs were great stuff in BO4 Zombies. Some areas that they can fix, that is really just to make us not pay a shit ton of points for the shield or revise the perk system. But again, going back to it, we're going to end this video here because I'm just going to keep repeating myself. If I bring up any problems or any issues I've had with BO4 Zombies, all you have to do is make a quick turn over. Oh, hey, how you doing, BO3 Zombies? You did a great job at that. I'm going to take you back now. That's it. It's really that simple. And for the final time, they have done that already. They've proven that multiple times in Cold War Zombies. We're not going to discuss it again for a third time, but I think you guys get my point. Black Ops 4 Zombies may have failed in a lot of different areas. It may have had some awesome ideas like the brand new perk system, like the brand new pack-a-punch system, but the execution of those ideas was absolutely atrocious. However, going into Cold War Zombies, they have modified their plans. They've gone back to the roots, gone back to their drawing boards, going back to the drawing boards and all that. I don't know what the hell, what's going on with me? I'm talking in different accents now. Interesting. But yeah, I think you guys get my point. Cold War Zombies has a lot of potential to be good, just because of BO4's failure. And again, from a business standpoint, BO4 failed significantly. It was atrocious from a business standpoint, so it only makes sense that they'd at least do what was at least working for them and build on top of that, opposed to completely changing everything up once again and trying to see if shit just sticks to the wall, because most likely it wouldn't. But now, with Cold War Zombies, we have a bright future, my friends. Make sure if you are excited for Cold War Zombies that you are subscribed to the channel right now. Drop a like on this video as well if you did enjoy it. I know I rambled on, repeated a lot of different things, but it's because I didn't have any script. I just wanted to talk to you like in a stream style, like if I was streaming on stream and somebody asked this question, this is kind of like how I would respond to it. So that's that. Again, if you guys enjoy it, drop it a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed for the absolute most elite Call of Duty Zombies videos like this, informational videos, and I will see you. Oh, also follow on Twitch, stream zombies every single day on Twitch. I will see you in the next video. Take care of your meatball.
I've been wishing for some better days. Could you listen? No, why can you stay?